Right, welcome back. We are in City Skylines. We have some updates that's changed, and let's see what we could do. I'm here mainly to show you a map I made. I have been noticing that there is simply few maps that allow you to build uphill. And being Norwegian, I'm very used to having to build in things that go up and down, so slopes. I've made a little island, and the island has all of the resources, all of the connections, and has a beautiful, beautiful hill in the middle. Let's see, the city name. The city name, what shall we call it? Ah, Catuli. That sounds nice, doesn't it? Yeah. Yeah, let's go with that. Start. Now, the first instance I made of this map, I did a massive boo-boo. It was like one of my first maps, and I just really had no idea what to do. I'm going to show you the boo-boo. This is, I believe, the map where I fixed the boo-boo. Yeah, there is a boo-boo you could make. It is very noobish. Here. Hello. Mars Radio, I don't think so. Classics. Turn it off, I guess. Here. You make your first entrance, which is quite lovely. You make your first entrance, and then you have to decide which way to go. And here's the bad one. I'll just do a very easy start. This is not a start you should maintain. This is a start to... And... Right, if you see here, what could have happened was that to enter, you had this going the other way, so that when you went in, on the right-hand side, you would have to go the other way around. So, like, if this was in and this was out, it would just cause havoc with roundabouts. Like, really cause havoc with roundabouts. So, and you don't discover that until a long time into the game. So you want the entrance to be the same way as the roads. So when you drive on the left-hand side, and in, you should also have this going in on the left-hand side. Right? So when you have left-hand traffic, in left-hand side of these two. Because otherwise, you're done a boo. Done a boo! So, what I made for this map is some beautiful terraces. Beautiful terraces. Essentially, I've tried to make it so that you can, if you are a bit clever, and if you do a bit of terraforming, be able to have like roads going up here. Like around where I'm from, essentially, which often Norwegian towns are built in flat areas between two hills. So you would have a hill here, and a river here, or a fjord in here, and then up on either side. So you'd always have to consider that there would be a hill somewhere, or a mountain, or at least not flat. And it causes some, like, interesting cities, I think. It's just, like, some interesting bits. I've added a lake up here to essentially accommodate those of you who really want to make a pool lake. I've spread some water around here and there. Look, it's like a little pretty place. I've got some resources, got some forestry around here. But I think what I'll start doing is... ooh. The thing is, I'd like to make this area, like, I want to leave space for a road close to here. So I guess I'll start building here-ish, I guess? Make like a nice wee building place here. Right. So oh, sorry. Right. The area near water is high value land, so that's the thing to consider. And then we do here, I believe. I know, what about some straight ones? I don't want snapping. See if we can, like, yeah. You can turn off snapping. This is something it's really nice, because if you have angle snap, yes. If you have angle snap, it will, like, click into angles. So you get 180 at least, and 90, and 45, and you get, like, clicking to the angles. Whereas if you turn off the angle snap, you can decide sort of more yourself, which I think is nice. And then you want angle snap again, because I want to remain at 180. There, that's a nice little start for a housing area, I think. I think I might want to do, like, forestry somewhere here, but not quite yet. Yeah, let's just build some nice housing. And I'll start essentially making a little, like a little, what's it called? Like, some little cul-de-sacs, which aren't a real word, I'm sorry, it pops up it is a real word, but just sounds silly. It pops up all the time in Dream Daddy, my other, a silly little game, playing at the moment. And let's do some, city grid plan here. Yeah. And, city grid plan. Here. It's not precise, but I'm not sure if I want it to be. Like, it's nice to leave some gaps, you know? And then make another little... Oh, that's not pretty. Right. This is a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful little tool. Move it. I love it. Like, look at this, look at this, look at this. Now, you might consider it cheating. Is it OP? Is it? Is it cheating? I don't know. It just... If you're a detailer, or if you really, really, really hate, like, little wonky things, it's just so nice. And look at that! Look at that! Look at what you can do! It's beautiful! And then I've left a little space here, a little space here. Now this is drastic overbuilding. Fairly sure. This is drastic overbuilding, isn't it? So I'll have to do industry here. And... yeah. And then... this is not the most efficient thing. And then... I'll put poo there. And water. Get water up from here. And send da poo poo out here. Right, I really hate, like, this beautiful, beautiful lake is going to be, like, a little shit lake until I get the drasticest of, until I get the very most drastic, water cleaning systems. Especially bad it will be if I consider putting some industry here, which I might. Right. I promise you I will clean this up, right? I promise. This is not how it's gonna look. This will be different. Promise. Promise. Double promise. Oh, here we go. What can we do? We have some severe wind on some of these peaks and no wind anywhere else. It costs 6,000. I have 39,000. I think I might be fine. I think I might be fine if I put like 2 here. 6. That's 12. Right. It might be okay, you know? Yeah. But I could put, like, I could save some money and put an industrial area here. And just, like, pollute the ever-living hell out of this. Now we're down to... around to 32,000. We want... then... once you get to 440... if you do 440... you exactly cross. It's the most efficient. So if you would want to do like a zigzag pattern, if every time you go up one, if you do 440 shmemillions, then you will always get like, it's the very most efficient. Now I don't care that much about efficiency, like, but it's just so nice. It feels like it's hidden knowledge, you know. Now, so we have some industry, electricity. We could just be like pollutey people. Put it there. Do some here. Run power over here. And then we have 9 billion millions left. We have an industrial area with water. We have water in, poo out. We have electricity. We have a nice little starter area for housing, which will probably be built out here and have another smart little pretty housing area. The challenge in this map, the challenge in the starting area of this map is that it's just like, you have to spread out a bit in order to build up, right? So there's no, like, immediate choice of flat. This is your flat. Like, this square. So, tough, right? And I want to make this like, I want to make it like a little, like, I want to start as a little town. This is like, you know, a wee place. Nice wee place. So. No. Here's the thing I love with City Skylines as well. Left click. Smush. Smush. Right click. You don't need to like click on the blank button. You just right click. And it's all beautiful. It's all like sorted. We want some industry, but we don't want a lot of it to begin with. Just enough that some people has a job or two. Then let's see if we can Fill in some here. People love going to the shops. People like going to the shops. And then we'll fill in here. We have 9,000 left. It'll cost so much money. I can't afford it. No. No. Overbuilding is... I always do that. I always overbuild. And the worst thing is if you forgot, you've built this, all you need to make everything start is this electricity thing here, and then you've just forgot. And then you have, like, 3 schmillions to go in order to get the last little bit, and then everything, all of the beautiful things you've made just falls apart. Like crisp under bison. Move in! Let's see how you're doing, move in. Let's see how you're doing. Just, turn it down a bit. Do, camera mode. Love camera mode. Look at this. People coming in. I've got a few packs. I've got a few packs for this. I've got, I've got the, oh, what's it called? I've got the Art Deco pack, and I also have the Nordic Suburbia type pack. So, like, see, you got some pretty little Art Deco buildings. What would in Norwegian be called the functional style, funkis. And some lovely little, like, wood paneling things, so you can make little food. Ouch! And press escape and back. They don't have any electricity. No, you don't. Well, I'll do a little square here. And once you move in, we'll be fine. Go on. Go on, go on, go on. I could, of course, just... like... there. And just move this. And here we go. Just look at the pollution coming out of that. It's just like grey and hellish. And soon we'll have all the poo coming up here. Really does start out without any, oh look! There you go. What are you doing? You are an ore truck returning to facility. Oh, you're delivering coal. Yeah, the coal power plant needs a coal delivery in order to function. So, if you have ore, you don't have to have that export-import. It's often doing the raw materials yourself means that you can manage traffic a bit better. Water is doing its water thing. It's not making this disappear. Renaming districts, yes. I'm losing 570 per thing. Everyone wants some industry. Put in some industry. Put in some industry. You guys going to work? Are you going to work? Resides at Dean's worker at Goods Unlimited. Resides at the Dean. Ah. Right, and what can we do now? Look at traffic. Traffic's fine. This is going to have to be done stuff with. I'll really rejigger this, which means that I have to make sure that I don't build in this area. Like, no house, unless I want to, like, get rid of it. The wind is, okay. Happiness is, yeah. And people are moving in, driving to work, not moved in yet. The RCI, the demand, is for residential and industry at the moment. So let's put on some more, put up some more residential. I like leaving bits that are in the middle like this. I like leaving things. So that you have a place to put stuff. There's one thing to remember is that you will have to have a police and some... Like, this would be a nice place for some schools, right? It's like, it's just nice in the middle and accessible from everyone. And this is a nice place for some more housing. I think a corner shop in the middle, like a wee corner shop? We all like to have like a little thing to go to. It also means that people will travel less if they have access to like shopping or their work. So they will travel. If you have one drastic industry area here, and one drastic commercial area here, and one drastic the housing area here, the traffic between them will be hellish. So spreading things around a little bit, just like a little bit, so that this area here has perhaps a little industry area here, this area here has perhaps some residential here, and then people will travel less and not use like the main thoroughfares between the two as much. Oh, resume game. Let's see here. Right. How's the industry doing? More industry? Yeah, why not? A thing to remember is that you will get pollution. Pollution is something that you just can't do anything about. I'm losing less and less now. People are paying taxes. Moving in, paying taxes. Here we have Ready to Wear Limited. Yes. Ooh, little hamlet. I can now change the taxes, take out some loans. I can get some garbage, which is handy. Healthcare, education, medical clinic, elementary school, community school. Yes. Right. I got 20,000 millions. What people will want. This is so expensive. Like 1,000 versus 4,000. Healthcare is important. School is important. And this is 12,000. This is 10,000. I'll just put in a normal elementary school. Now I have 11,000. I can afford a medical clinic. It's 10,000, but then I can't afford a landfill site. I need a landfill site. Or should I get a recycling center? Less garbage, and it creates small amounts of raw materials. It can process a lot of wheat. Make some noise though. Why not? Let's put it here. And now I have nay money. Just like nay money. Put a few shops here. And then some more housing. People want to move in, seems. Which is nice. Got 399 people, 98 people. 49, 61 is moving, 419. Oh, it costs money running this stuff. 431. Please just move into my house. They are. They are. Outside connection needed. Well, I do have an outside connection, but I have a, you can't see it from here. There you go. I got a another highway entrance all the way over there. You can also get a build a ferry and build anything else. See, you lack people. Well, not enough workers. Not enough workers. You need uneducated workers. I'm educating workers. Not sure if that was very wise of me, but there we go. Well, it is very wise of me, but it's not. There's a problem where if you if you too got many educated workers, you have the industry wanting non-educated workers won't function, and vice versa. This is you can actually, yeah, you can essentially create structural unemployment in this game, which is a hard to manage. There are incentives. There are policy incentives. You can essentially tell people to go to school, tell people not to go to school. Ah, now I can buy some more land, do some districts, do forestry specialization and agriculture specialization. Self-sufficient buildings. There you go. Self-sufficient building, commercial... Produces 50% of sold goods locally. Truck traffic in areas reduced. Increases electricity consumption. Reduces garbage production. So this is really good if you have... money, like, if you have electricity and can do it. This is good if you have money. These are self-sufficient buildings. They use less electricity, produce less garbage, and generate less tax income. So if you can afford it, these are really good for if you have slightly underproduction of electricity, slightly don't really want to have that many landfills and stuff like that. You can have policy research, and if you put in a policy where you tell people to use smoke detectors, you get significantly reduced risk of fire. But it costs 5 schmillions per buildings. 5 schmillions. Schmillion cents. It costs 5 schmillion cents a building. We need a firehouse and a police station. Right. So, we now have 24,000 to play with. I think I might want to make another... Like, if I buy here... I can have nah, I'm not gonna. How am I doing for raw materials? As raw materials, I built this map. I really should know. So I essentially built housing where I should have built forestry. Was forestry and specialization here? Yeah, why not? Will mean that this will be a thoroughfare. Which I really don't... What I want is to make like one thoroughfare that's like across here that they can all go to that isn't this, and to make this sort of unattractive way of going, essentially. So this will be the main way of getting to and from. Probably by making a roundabout here, possibly. Night. What can I buy? This has some agriculture specialization down here. This is like pretty. This is lots of agricultural specialization. I can essentially make some farming down here. Or I could just make like another wee... How much is it? Oh. Oh, this is hard. I just like this. Can I have a look at... Yeah. I have some little ore production here. Except I don't think I have that specialization yet. I have some oil here. Out on the tip. Some ore up here. Some oil. This was the one area where I literally built this myself, right? I should actually have you know, managed this. I'll buy this. Let's go in and see what we can do. could make like a little... How much is one of those? How much is a... Oh, I don't even have them yet. I don't even have cloverleaf intersections yet. So... Districts. And this also snaps to the road, so you can like essentially go like this and have it follow the road. Districts is an area where you can set specializations, and some of the specializations are really handy. Like free public transport, or you could make sure the helicopter you can't do that yet. Services, but what I can do is do a smoke detector distribution. It's useful. Smoke detector distribution. And need a little industry area here. Darling, you're the industry area. Here, Barlow Square. You can rename everything here. You can rename like pigs. You can rename Bat Car. There you go, that's the Bat Car. The thing I don't like is that you can't track it, so like, you can't find it again. Later, and you can do like Scott Street. I can call this Main Street. In caps. And there we go. Just roads. There. I think we are just about done for the start. We have 20,000 shmillions. We have industry. We have a place to live. And we'll see what we do next time. I suspect we might build up the heights. Wouldn't that be nice? Building up the heights. Yeah, building up the heights. Put up some agriculture. Buildings, agriculture, roundabout. Yeah, let's do that. I'll see you guys next time.